Okay, so Forensic Science Week is coming up, and the students that you're working with in the lab, how long have they been working on this process?
Since last semester, so over 2 semesters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like a real science discovery, hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that if they went into forensic science, that they could potentially really be tasked with.
Yeah.
I mean, you were a forensic scientist, right?
Yes.
That was your very first job.
Before I went to grad school, I worked at a forensic science lab in Jamaica. And I was in the biology department with the biology unit because, well, chemistry is just dealing with drugs, you know, and classifying and identifying drugs that you come across. But in the biology lab, you just never know what you're going to get. So it's more exciting over there. So that's why I chose to go over there. But it's interesting. The field of forensic science, no two crimes are the same. And so it's always changing, and you never know what you're going to see.
So Savannah State has the forensic science program.
Yes.
And it's pretty new, and you were instrumental in getting that up and running. And
Yes,
going.
I was hired to develop the degree program. So before it was just a minor, and so now we have a Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science with 2 concentrations, forensic chemistry and forensic biology. Right, so the forensic chemistry side is more, you do more chemistry courses along with your forensic science classes, and then with the biology, you do more biology courses, cell biology, genetics, along with your forensic science classes.
Forensic Science Week is April 3rd through the 8th?
Through the 8th, yeah, and most of it is basically geared towards our forensic science majors and undergraduates, trying to get them to better benefit from their college experience, you know, trying to get the early ones, trying to retain them, you know, make sure that they stay the long haul. And so giving them some analytical skills in terms of critical thinking, you know, how to think while they're in college, how to stay motivated, how to study properly, etc. We're going to be broaching those topics. Also, there's going to be on so I'll deal with that on Monday, but also on Tuesday and Wednesday, there's going to be a substance analysis class that a retired DEA agent is going to do with them. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a field trip for the senior students to Homeland Security lab. And
Where, in Savannah?
they have one in Pooler.
In Pooler?
Yes.
There's a Homeland Security lab in Pooler, Georgia?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And they deal
I guess
with,
it makes sense because the airport's out there.
Yes.
But it's kind of just funny.
But on Friday, we have a fun day and exhibition. This is the big day.
And can people come? Can the public come out there?
It's open to the public on Friday. They can come. So we look forward to it. We hope a lot of people from the community come and look through and see what our students are capable of. It's amazing.
I'm excited. So these skulls that you ordered, they've been working on them for 2 semesters. By the time it's all finished, it's like a semester and a half, essentially. So you know all of the specifics, and these students are getting graded on how accurately they're able to determine all of the
gender, etc. But the process, how they reviewed the scientific literature and how the placement of the depth markers, the correct placement of the depth markers,
build up the phase,
etc. And then working with the clay and to produce a likeness. Yeah, so they're going to be and based upon their observations as well. You know, they have to send in observations to me every week to add to their file.
And that's why you're an artist. It's how science and art, observation is key to both disciplines.
My art has contributed to me better being able to think outside of the box. As a scientist, you are, you know, growing up in the university as a young scientist, you're taught to be more disciplined and logical, but it's still kind of boxy.
Right,
you know?
Logic. There's a certain way.
Yeah, there's a certain way to do certain things, and really this is how you need to do it. Now, art has taught me that, well, that's one way to do it, but you could do it this way. And yes, you can, because we have many examples of how things can be done other ways. But we shy away from doing it outside of the box because it takes effort, it takes time, and it takes a little bit of courage because most people don't want you to do it outside of the norm.
Right, because then when you have to troubleshoot that thing that's outside of the box, I mean, that's a whole other set of circumstances.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
It's more time consuming as opposed to the main way of doing it.
Yeah, and besides, somebody might have put their name on this designated way of doing things, and they don't want you to do it another way. But the idea is that that's how innovation comes about. That's how we learn more efficient ways of doing things. That's how we come upon new discoveries, and we need to be open to that. And I think that more should cater to the creative approach to teaching science. Some people say, well, science is creative, but sometimes we don't teach it that way, you know, and so that will really kill the spirit of students, because really the mind likes a challenge,
Right,
and they want to participate, and like you said, people want to create something. They want to touch it, they want to be involved in it, they want a little piece of themselves in it.
Yes.
And when the students have a little bit of themselves in this,
yeah, over a semester's worth of themselves.
They're invested because a little bit of them is in that face that they created.